All right, we're live now. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Misfit Corner Comics Presents. This is the artist Andrew speaking, and I'm joined by my good friend Jason this evening. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to I keep forgetting to press the mute button.
Did you hit record?
Not yet. I haven't. Remind me when I start drawing, because that's what I want to record is the drawing stuff.
You know, the number of times that I remind you tonight will make up for the times I did not remind you at all.
Absolutely. I haven't. Remind me when I start drawing, because that's what I want to record is the drawing stuff. Oh, I can hear it in the background on you too. So
yes, I have muted it.
Yes. You got to remember to mute it. Oh, all right. There's Avery. All right, hot damn. All right, let me type him in. He's here. He put his. I knew that would happen. All right. I love it when a plan comes together. I am so excited. I got to share something with you. I think you'll find it funny.
Oh, no.
Maybe not. I don't know.
If it involves Incredibles Legos, then...
Nope. But it does involve Legos. All right, Avery, I sent you an invite. Let me know if you get it. Well, you'll let me know if you get it by actually joining the chat. Let me know if you don't get it. Let's put it that way. Oh. All right, he's here.
Yeah. Maybe not.
Hey, Avery.
What's up?
I can barely hear you. You got your headphones on?
Yeah, it's
all right. Cool. Now you're there. All right. Excellent. How you doing, man?
I'm all right.
Did you get any rest today? No? Yeah, me neither. I attempted to lay down after taking Jen to the doctor's appointment and running around with her, and it just didn't happen.
Oh my God, the pop-ups! I gotta get rid of.
You got pop-ups?
Oh man, it didn't even ring on my computer.
Really? Well, somehow I deleted the control panel on the sidebar for the Google Hangouts. I don't know how I did it. It's the one that allows me to raise and lower your guys' voice and your audio and to delete crap or to turn off your cameras and all that stuff. For some reason I deleted it. I don't know how I did it, but oh well. Oh, but I was just getting ready to tell Jason my fantastic news. He may or may not have already seen it, but look what my son bought for me yesterday. He bought me the Lego Brickheads, Rey and Kylo Ren. And I'm so excited because I'm going to put these together. And then I have a whole new segment that I'm going to do called Lego Brickhead Theater. Avery, that wasn't you putting a gun to your head, was it? Maybe. Oh, all right.
Depends on how bad this goes.
I promise I will not bring it up again for the rest of the evening, but I am so looking forward to it. I even have plans, and I'm...
Are you going to mock Star Wars?
Oh, God, yes.
Can I participate and do voices then?
You absolutely can help as well. I already have the first one planned out. It's going to be a very, very short one. But it's I personally think it's funny. I told the joke to Mike. He thought it was funny. I told the joke to Jen. She even got it and thought it was funny. So I'm going to give it a shot. We'll see how it goes. And the next one or any further ones, I will definitely get your guys' input. I look forward to it thoroughly, getting your guys' input. But I have got several others. I got several other brickheads, including Wonder Woman, Cyborg, and Aquaman, which there could be some funny stuff in there. And then I also have Beauty and the Beast to put together. These are all ones that I got on clearance over the over the past few weeks, and I took them to one of my recent shows, and nobody was interested. So I'm like, screw it. I'm just going to open them up, build them, make videos out of them, and have a good time playing with them. So, like I said, I got a lot of new followers that are Lego people. Followed me because of the Lego stuff. So, you know, if that works, I'm going to keep doing it. I'm actually up to 54 subscribers now, Avery. That's pretty cool, huh? Nice, I know. Especially with cross promotion. Anybody out there listening, which I don't think anybody else is watching right now, y'all should definitely check out Avery's YouTube channel. He colors Hero, and he does a wonderful job doing it. All right.
That's mostly all that's there right now is coloring. There's a couple of videos of me working on some artwork that's mine. But it's mostly coloring Hero right now.
Well, it'll expand as you go along, you know? You'll find your groove and you'll do your thing. I think that's what's happening here. So, Avery, I actually updated my resume and I actually put down, not in these terms, but creating and editing and posting YouTube videos as part of my job skills.
I saw the pose.
It's true. I mean, it's a skill using the applications to do that and all. So, I mean,
if they consider PowerPoint a skill, then yes. Actually,
PowerPoint was a requirement in the application. So I definitely don't think I'm qualified for this job, but I'm going to apply for it anyway, just because a friend referred it to me. So, you know.
Never know, man.
No, I know. That's exactly what I said.
You're always like.
No. I'm not being an ass this time. I'm following through. You know.
Is it time to record yet?
Almost. I'm getting all my stuff out.
I'm the boy who cried. Record.
That's right. I wonder if Todd's going to join us again tonight, because he grabbed onto the end of the live stream last time. You know.
Oh, at that very tail end after I left.
Yeah. What happened to you? You just disappeared, and we were like chit-chatting. And
yeah, I left.
Okay. I figured as soon as we started talking Lego crap and stuff like that, you were gone. Plus, we were wrapping up anyway, so it didn't hurt my feelings or nothing. So. And then when I closed the channel, Jason and I were talking resume writing. So, I mean, it got even more boring. Isn't that right, Jason?
I think that was the most productive part of the conversation.
All right, so what did I had this picture. It was at the end of my last live stream when I was working on this drawing, and I kind of really liked this design for this mask, because I was looking at some samurais for getting ideas for costumes, and I really like the ones where they had the face mask, you know, like in the movie 300, where the big guys had those big huge masks. So I drew this mask, which was kind of like a big smiling, grinning lizard, and then I thought, what if these royal guards, were like dragon warriors, so to say, and their outfit, or their design of their uniform was inspired by what they would consider a dragon. So like I came up.
Poe, the dragon warrior.
He doesn't ever wear a costume that looks like a dragon. But yes, the dragon warrior. Well, these are royal guards, and
that does have a Mecha Godzilla look to it. By the way.
It does, but I mean, I designed it as one of these otter characters with the costume on, and I really like the idea of the scales in the outfit, as well as the spikes and the type of down the tail. They actually look like lizards. They look like quote unquote dragons, and I just really like the big mask with the big grin on it. I just, for some reason, it just tickled my fancy, and that's why I'm doing it. So, but I want to do a couple more shots of this excuse me, of this character from different views. That way I get comfortable drawing it, because the next, even though the scene isn't for maybe 5 or 6 pages into this chapter, but there is a scene where Hero goes into like what this throne room, and we're going to be introduced to a lot of different characters. And these guys, even though they're like background characters, they're not important to the story. I kind of want to give them a little bit of detail, because I don't want to half-ass this part of the story. I want to put a little bit of effort into actually designing some of the characters and the backgrounds, and
you want to put 2/3 ass at least.
That's right. 2/3. I don't want to half-ass it. 2/3 worth. But when the first 2 books of Hero, a lot of it took place in the forest, so I could half-ass trees all over the place. And trust me, Avery will confirm, I half-assed a lot of trees.
I got to recolor these pages.
Why? Which ones?
What I'm looking at right here.
Yeah, why?
The backpacks changed colors since. I'm using a warmer brown on Hero.
Yeah, I do see that. But you're not going to redo the story within the story panels, are you?
No, I'm just going to recolor Hero.
Oh, okay.
And his backpack.
No, because I really like what you did with the story within the story panels. Those look great. And that's like 2/3 of that chapter anyway. So
some of these drawings are Hero, I can tell, are from your earlier pass of the story.
Yes.
Because Hero's face is really different there, but this is more like what you've been doing.
Right. Well, there was some time where I was doing the panels later and then redoing some of them and not all of them. So it's a good chance that bottom panel was a redo and the top one wasn't.
Yeah.
But I got to keep going forward. I'm not going to go back. So
yeah, but some of these were colored last year.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I've got a page 86. Yeah, several of these pages I've got to recolor Hero.
Right. Well,
it might not be too hard to do either.
Okay. Well, that's chapter 4, so I mean, we're not in a rush for that one to begin with, but that's cool. That's cool. So, Jason, no date tonight?
Time to hit record yet?
I already did. I hit the record button. Let me make sure. Hold on. Oop. Just check to hit. If I hit the record button, I stop recording. God, I am an idiot. Good thing I haven't done any drawing yet. All right, there we go.
You can just download the video later.
Well, it jumps back and forth when we're talking, so I'm actually doing a separate recording using the QuickTime. The QuickTime video is just me drawing, where the live stream is all of us talking. So, hey, Avery, do you work tomorrow?
No, they said Friday for me.
Oh, okay.
When's your next date? Tomorrow?
Tomorrow, yeah.
I wonder why they didn't have me come in tomorrow.
Because nobody's going to be there. Both Ryan and Chris are gone, so it's just going to be me and one of the ladies. One of the ladies is going to come in and open the doors for me, pretty much.
So why wouldn't they have me there to help you?
Well, I think they're saving you for Friday, because that means a truck's coming in tomorrow, which means Friday we'll be busy again. Oh, well, that's enough shop talk. Oh.
Yeah, I can probably just do some of this with just pretty easily.
Okay. Yeah, those, just looking at them now, they do look a lot darker than what you've already done, so.
Yeah, I mean, I gradually made Hero warmer.
Mm-hmm.
That happens in comics. You see colors change slightly over time as they get a handle on things.
Yeah.
But I definitely decided to start making Hero a little warmer. The brown, a warmer brown, almost an orange brown.
Oh yeah, that's a lot darker.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a brown.
Okay. Well, I trust you when it comes to that stuff. You're the man when it comes to that stuff for me. So
I've got to go through some of these and redo it. And a bunch of these other pages are like from page 81
mm-hmm.
to the end here. Over half this is already colored. I'd say at least half.
Yeah.
This is.
Well, I know at the beginning you jumped around a lot, so.
Yeah, that's.
But that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, at the beginning I did. But since I started working on it regularly, I just started going in order.
Right.
That's when the coloring became very consistent and like a formula for everything.
Very cool.
What the heck?
So Jason, when are you going to go see the movie? And you know what movie I'm talking about.
Tomorrow at 7 p.m.
Oh, really? Okay.
In 24 hours.
Very nice. Very nice. Mike has to work Friday, 2 to 11. And he called me and he said, hey, listen, I got the schedule for the movies on Friday. There's a 10:45 showing that gets out at like 1, I wrote it down, 1:35, which gives him 25 minutes before his shift. And then another showing at 11, which gets out at 1:50, which gives him 10 minutes before his shift. And he said, which one do you want to go to? And I said, yes.
Well, you should go to the earlier one just because if they don't start exactly on time, because of training.
Oh yeah. But
because we don't want Mike to lose that job.
No. We don't want to. He's not going to be late. Trust me. He'd walk out of the movie and get to work before he risks losing his job. So, but that's also his first day in his new position. So he takes this shit really seriously.
That's good.
Yes, he's the kind of person that he leaves the house more than an hour early for every shift, even on Saturdays when there isn't traffic, because he doesn't want to risk being late ever. He's never been late. And the theater is only, what, 25, 30 minutes at the most.
Which theater is it, by the way? Is it
the one down by, no, the one by the Avenues.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's a ways away, especially when he's got to work, on a day where he's got to deal with traffic to get there. If he works a 5 o'clock shift, but he always leaves with plenty of time to get there early enough, and he doesn't mind sitting outside, sitting in his car waiting, for his shift to start. He has no problem with that, but he does not. He's very much like me in the fact he does not like to be late, and he's got a very good work ethic, and I think that's one of the reasons why he's doing so well at this job. Is he's got a very good work ethic instilled in him by me, and he's a good kid. If you lived here in town, he'd get you into free movies all the time,
Yeah, I know, but we need to go into the details of the but.
Hey, you go where the money's at, right?
No. So he's at the Regal Avenues, right?
Yep.
The best screen they have is Regal RPX over there.
Yep. So far, they may be getting. They got purchased by another company, and they may be expanding their line of theaters.
Sure.
He said something I may not be able to say. I better not say, but
well, aside from that, I am pro AMC Dolby Cinema. That is my go-to quality screen, quality seats, everything.
Yep.
Dolby Cinema. The theater I go to has both Dolby Cinema and IMAX experience. Not to be confused with IMAX, because I know AMC Jacksonville and Orange Park have IMAX experience, but they're technically not true IMAX.
Right, right.
The truest IMAX in your area would be World Golf Village.
Right, right.
But what you sacrifice for screen, you sacrifice seats. You know. So I'm picky. I am picky. Like this guy at work keeps saying, "Did you get? There's those programs where you could pay one price and watch as many movies every day or something like that."
Yeah, the Movie Pass thing.
Yeah, and I just, I'm sure it's a great value if you don't care, and I care. So.
Oh, I gotcha.
I'm picky. So.
Yeah, Jen and I, when we were exclusively AMC, we always preferred the 14 theater, which is the largest non-IMAX with the elevator access upstairs.
Sure.
And that was our favorite theater. And we had there's two particular seats. The two right at the very end at the top row was our favorite seats.
So here's my thing with movie theaters, right? Or seating, right? At least most of the more modern or more newly renovated theaters have a front section and a back section. Right? The section is more, stairs up, whereas the front section is a little closer, but it's angled, right? So especially if you have a recliner seat, you can kind of lie down and watch the screen above you, right?
Right.
I didn't go to the theater to watch a screen the size of my phone standing in front of me or sitting in front of me 3 feet away.
Right.
I want the screen to encompass my vision, So, because if I wanted that minimal view, I'd wait to watch it at home. I'd watch it on my phone. But no, I want my peripherals to be overloaded with the screen.
No, I hear you.
So in my theater, because there is that separation between a top and lower section, I'm in the last row of the lower section. Sometimes second to last, depending on how many rows are in the front section.
Okay. Jen and I prefer the top row. It's the best views up there.
I suppose.
Well, it also has the elevator. The important part's the elevator access, and it also has the exit upstairs, and there's a bathroom like right down the hall. So you get old like us, and you have to go to the bathroom in the middle of the movie. It's nice not having to run all the way downstairs and so forth.
I am older than you, so don't be talking.
Yeah, I know.
About us.
Man, I feel old sometimes. All right. I saw some reference that and then I go throw my pencil at me. So either of you watching the new Lost in Space on Netflix?
No.
Not currently subbed.
Not currently? Okay. It's not too bad. Jen and I are watching it. It's our evening. We sit down for an hour, have dinner, and watch a show thing. And
don't spoil it. I plan to watch it though.
Oh, okay. Some of the changes they made from the original material, I've enjoyed thoroughly. So I give it a recommend, but it's very much a family type drama. It's not. Yes, it's sci-fi, but it's only sci-fi so far,
So is it like Full House in space?
No, but does have its comedic points, and there are some cool stuff. But
I mean, nothing beats Joey Tribbiani as.
Dude, I love that movie. Okay, I love that movie.
No, I love that movie too, man. Don't get me wrong.
But one of the things I thought was really interesting at the very opening scene, they're playing cards in zero gravity, and they're playing Go Fish. And one of the things they did is the cards that you pull out of, they have a rubber band around it, so that when you say Go Fish, they whoever has the deck of cards tosses it to that person so that they could go fish, but they kept the cards wrapped in a rubber band, and I'm like, that's really intelligent. That's somebody thinking about that ahead of time. And then later on in the episode they do something else and we go, wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So, oh well. But it's an interesting show. I mean, they the production value is very. They're Netflix is making some amazing stuff. So,
Ever watched the series Sense8?
nope, never watched it.
It is kind of, if you're not open-minded, it might not be up your alley. It's by the creators of The Matrix.
Okay.
The Wachowskis. They've done a lot of. I love their stuff in the movies, from The Matrix to V for Vendetta, Speed Racer,
Cloud Atlas.
Cloud Atlas, one of the great movies out there. Jupiter Ascending.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So if you're familiar with those movies, like one of the actresses, I think she's a Korean lady that's been in the movies. She's in Sense8, but then they've got several others in there. But what the Wachowski brothers are no longer brothers anymore.
Yeah, I think they're sisters now.
Yes,
both of them maybe.
Yes, the second one finished transitioning.
Oh, okay. Oh, good for him.
Yeah, good for him. I mean,
yeah.
But not.
I mean, if I had that much money, I don't know. I probably wouldn't do that. I probably wouldn't do that, but I'd definitely do some kinky stuff.
Okay, that's TMI there. Anyways, what they do is their business, in my opinion. But anyway, I love the show, and they canceled it after season 2.
Right.
But
aren't they making a movie?
Well, so that's what they announced. The finale is coming out June 8th, I think.
Okay.
So I'm definitely going to sub for Netflix at that time.
You don't currently have a subscription?
Yeah, because I don't, other than sitting on my ass playing video games and chatting with you guys, I my ass and binge watch everything, and I think that's good. So yes, it's $12 a month. That's $11 or $10.99 plus tax and all that.
Yeah.
But I let it. I cancel it after a month. So I had it maybe 2 weeks ago because the month prior I watched Jessica Jones season 2.
Mm-hmm.
And so I always watch all the Marvel stuff. So on my radar this summer is Luke Cage season 2, because they announced dates for that. And then I think thereafter it's going to be Punisher. Daredevil season 3, then Punisher season 2. So I watched those. I did watch Sense8. I like Master of None.
I watched a few episodes of that and I just could not get into it. I mean, I like his stand-up, but that show, I don't know.
It's for us. It's for the single demographic, which you're not. So.
Yeah, that's true.
I hate that guy. He's awful.
The other one you got to watch if you want a recommendation.
Mm-hmm.
Watch the comedy show by a comedian by the name of Joe Coy. J-O.
Yes, I've seen that.
Yes.
Yep, he's good. Did you see the Seth Rogen comedy special?
No, I did not. It was on
I got about halfway through it, and it was just not funny, and it was just stupid.
Is it
when they brought
stoner humor?
They brought out the Muppets and they were singing along with the Muppets, and I'm like, this is boring as hell, and I never finished watching it because it was look at me, I'm all Hollywood and I can, and it's, if it was just a straight stand-up show where they had jokes, that would be cool, but it wasn't. Not Seth Rogen. Who am I thinking of? Yes, maybe it's Seth Rogen. Crap, I know.
Yeah, the stoner guy.
Yeah. Yeah. They make a joke at the very beginning where some guy says, "Dude, you're so bad. You shut down an entire studio because you pissed off North Korea." I'm like, yeah, well. All right, what do you guys think? I like him. Yeah, we'll see. I may tweak him a little bit more when I'm in the final stages, but
The mask doesn't look so much like a mask other than a giant mouth.
yeah, no, I understand. These idea for a weapon where he carries a spear, but it has like a circular ball at the end, and then a knife, like the knife blade coming out of it. I don't know. I kind of think that looks cool. I should have Avery color him completely red so he can be the a Praetorian guard. Well, how do you say that, by the way? Because that's going to be part of my joke.
Praetorian.
Praetorian?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll have to try to remember that because that's not how I'd say it.
The big uproar is, so first of all, have you seen the Venom trailer?
Yes. Avery, have you seen the new Venom trailer?
Yes.
I've seen parts of it. It looks like claymation.
The uproar is that the scientists pronounce symbiote as symbiotes.
Yes, she did, didn't she?
Yes. It's still not what you said, by the way.
Yeah, well, yeah, I know.
Okay. So there's no, but it's like comic fans around the world knows that it's symbiote, not symbiotes. And how do we know it? Because one of the early 90s Spider-Man cartoons, when they introduced Venom, said symbiotes, and they made a whole point of pronouncing it that way. So,
well,
do you want some honey with your symbiotes? Symbiotes and honey?
You know what? I'm gonna continue to pronounce it wrong in my next video. So,
well, okay. First of all, so what else is new?
Yep. And I don't care who says it's Thanos. I'm still saying Thanos because that's how I've always said it.
That's fine.
I don't care.
Yeah.
See, something like that, it could be like, it's regional, right? It's like British saying schedule instead of schedule.
Yes, yes.
Right? But to totally botch it up, you are the expert of that.
At least I'm good for something. That's what you're saying, Jason?
I'm just, yes, if you want to take it in that manner, sure.
Ever heard a Brit say aluminum?
Aluminum?
Yeah.
No, how do they say aluminum?
Aluminium.
Aluminium?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ooh, Avery, what are you working on? That looks cool. I think I know what it is.
Just a thought.
Okay.
Just
Are you whispering? If they're in here, I don't see them. Oh, okay. That was my wife whispering behind me. She's looking for the kittens. Those kittens are so freaking hilarious. I made a video of them today. They were wrestling on the couch, and I got out my phone and made a video of them. And they're fighting, and they're just playing like little kittens, not a big deal. And then Charlie barks at them, and they both stop, and they sit up, and they look at him, and it's like Charlie's telling them, "Knock it off, you two." I know. It's one of those things you guys just wouldn't get,
No comment.
Thank you, Jason. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I wouldn't pay any attention to that. I wouldn't be in that situation in the first place.
You know, I really need to look at how I drew Brock in the first issue, because this is supposed to be a continuation of the first issue.
Yeah, the characters do change and evolve over time.
Yeah, I tend to do that. Like there's a big change with the way I drew Granny Aura in the first book and in the second book. And I actually went back and tried to modify her slightly in the first book because I got so comfortable drawing her a certain way in the second book, because there's a lot more of her in the second book, that they look like two completely different characters. And I really should do better at that, but well, I'm not a good person.
Not what I wanted. No, not gonna save it. I didn't even save that shit. I just deleted it.
You didn't like it?
No, I didn't like it.
Okay.
The only thing I liked about it was the yellow eyes.
Yeah, in the first book, Brock has a shorter chin. In the second book, I drew his chin hair like almost like he has a beard almost. I drew it a little bit longer. I got to keep that in mind because
No one's in chat.
oh, I didn't even check. Crap.
No one's there.
Oh, okay. All right.
The only comment was mine when I was like, invite me.
Well, see, I figured if I started the stream, whoever came in would do what you did, and then I'd queue everybody up. So, you know, I wasn't sure who was going to come. Originally, I didn't think Jason was even going to be here, so I thought I'd be by myself tonight. But
I tried to take a nap after work. It didn't work. Then I went to the comic shop.
oh, you did go? Okay. I never made it by the comic book shop. After the doctor's appointment, Jen asked to go by and say hi to her parents, and then we went to lunch, and the next thing I know,
You're missing
I was
out
tired.
on the blank cover out there. I think it's Captain America 700 blank cover.
I already got that. That was weeks ago.
You do?
Yeah.
Well, something else blank cover came out today.
Oh, God.
Just saying, in case you get it and have an extra code, FYI.
Oh, okay. Did I give you the Captain America one? Yeah, I know I gave it to you.
Oh, hey, Jason, you can have the digital codes to all the Marvel comics I buy.
Okay.
He doesn't
Sweet.
buy Marvel comics.
Sweet.
He doesn't buy them, Jason. He's just teasing you.
I know. But be sure to take pictures of them, quality pictures of the codes, by the way.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't take pictures of a code I wouldn't buy, of a book I wouldn't buy.
Well, you have to lift up the
ones you do
sticker
buy.
in order to do it. So he's not going to buy them. That's his whole thing.
Yeah, I don't buy them at all.
But there are some. Artistically, there's a few issues that are coming out that I'm actually looking forward to.
There are very talented people at Marvel. Very. I see the work. There's some people I very much respect working there. It's their bosses don't want my money, so I don't buy them.
Well, the new Avengers with Ed McGuinness on the art.
Ed McGuinness, very talented.
Yep. I definitely want to pick that up. I don't know. I have no idea if it's going to be any good at all. I mean, everybody's. Oh, wait a minute. That one's Jason Aaron. That's not Donnie Cates. I like Jason Aaron's more mature stuff, like what was that one book he did? The Indian Reservation one, Scalped. I like that one.
I wouldn't know.
It was a Vertigo title. It was actually pretty good. But we'll have to see. I really honestly don't think a lot of things are going to change at Marvel. They just move people around. That's really what they did.
Some of it, I think they're bound by contracts.
Yeah, it's probably why they had to, but we'll see.
Not unless
What do
they
you,
spend even more money and buy the contracts out to get rid of the people.
yeah. What do you think about Ethan wrapping up his DC work to go exclusively on his own stuff? I think that's awesome.
I think his Kickstarter is going to do really good. I think he's going to Cyberfrog's. I wouldn't be shocked, dude, if he gets close to 100,000.
Yeah. Hands this way, so thumbs on the inside. Hands this way, so the thumbs on the outside.
Should we keep the big brow on the character, or the redesign shouldn't have, or maybe the redesign doesn't have the large Cro-Mag like brow?
That's up to you. Well, the original design of the character was influenced by the Frankenstein monster from the Night Stalkers video game, who has a super huge brow.
Yeah.
Because I was looking at Night Stalker comics when I did the very first drawing of him. Because originally Ricky, his forehead came out like this, his eyes were sunken in, his nose was big. And that kind of changed over time. I kind of lowered down the brow, but that was how it was originally done, is this big, huge brow. And,
I'm thinking about making it look like kind of like a normal human face, just a little deformed. Like there's a lot of scars in places.
Okay. No, go for it. I look forward to seeing that.
Because here's another idea with the large brow. I don't know.
The only thing I would say is, remember, he's a black guy.
Yeah, I know.
So keep that in mind when you're doing him.
Yeah, that's part of why I want to get rid of the brow.
Okay. No, I'm cool with that.
That's part of why I want to get rid of the Cro-Mag brow.
That wasn't me saying, that was.
I know you have no intention like that.
That was never a thought. So
no, that was some animated video game stuff creeping in.
Yep.
But assholes like to look for things.
Oh yeah, I know that.
Take out of context when they don't have all the information. And if all they did was just a little troll and poke fun, it would be fine. But that's not what they do. They try to fuck up your life.
Yeah. I don't honestly think I'm worried that I'm going to be that close for they're going to want to try to do that. It's one of those things where I don't think I'll have a big enough name to.
Dude, they've done it to itty bitty people, dude. Itty bitty people in comics. Itty bitty people who couldn't defend themselves, and they ended up out of a job.
No. Oh, you know what my kids are doing tonight? Regal was doing a presentation of the Studio Ghibli movie, The Cat Came Back, and neither Ayla nor Mike had ever seen it before, so they went to. Mike invited her to go see it.
What, the little short film, The Cat Came?
No. It's one of those. The studio that did Princess Mononoke and House's Moving Castle and so forth. The Cat Came Back is one of those movies.
Really, I've never heard of that.
Yeah, me neither. I've seen the cover of it before, but I've never seen it. I don't even think I've seen a preview of it. So, but it's one that they were doing in theaters, and Mike said, "Hey, you want to go see it?" And she said, "Heck yeah." Actually, I think he took her to see Princess Mononoke when it came out in the theater. Jason, am I saying that right?
No idea.
Aren't you supposed to be my
That's not on my radar.
That's not on your radar? Okay.
I've always pronounced it Princess Mononoke, and Alan and Helen own it. I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen it several times.
I think I've only seen it like once or twice. I owned it on Blu-ray at one point. Or no, I owned it on DVD at one point. I think I bought a special edition copy of it when I was at a convention one day. It was like $10, and I was like really excited because I got it for such a good price. But it was a DVD copy of the movie, and I didn't know better at the time. Yeah, I started buying Blu-rays before I even had a Blu-ray player. And Mike used to make fun of me because of that. He says, "Why are you buying a movie you cannot watch?" And I said, "That's because I'm going to one day own a Blu-ray player. Just because I don't have it doesn't mean I'm not going to ever have it." Actually, my sister-in-law bought my very first Blu-ray player. She got it for me for Christmas one year. Now I have two Blu-ray players, and I barely ever use either one of them.
My first Blu-ray player was my PS3.
Oh yeah,
and
that's probably
that was my dedicated Blu-ray player because it was also my 3D Blu-ray player.
Right. I think that was a lot of people's first Blu-ray players. Was the that's one of the reasons why Blu-ray won the war between Blu-ray and HD. Is because Sony made all the PlayStations built-in Blu-ray players, where with the Xboxes you had to buy a separate HD player in order to play the HD movies.
Oh, which Xbox? The 360?
No, it was before 360, I think.
No, that
wasn't PlayStation 2 the one that was an automatic Blu-ray player, or was it PlayStation 3?
PS3.
PS3. Okay.
And that went against the Xbox 360 won that round.
No, 360. In order to play digital HD, you had to buy a separate peripheral to play.
But it won the console war.
It may have won the console war, but Blu-ray beat out HD because of PlayStation. So.
Well, it also was a better format. It was just a flat-out better format. It held way more data.
No.
Way.
I mean, if I had a 360, I would have had the Star Wars 360. Then I would have bought that peripheral, and then I would stack it right next to my Betamax player.
Dude, my parents used to own one of those disc players.
Laserdisc.
Yep. No, not laser discs. The big disc that had the needle.
We talking about a turntable?
No. Prior to the Betamax, there was a movie playing system where you had these large cases, and you sticked it in the machine, and you pulled the case out, or you pulled the case out, and the tape that was inside went inside the machine, and it played using a needle. And
yeah,
you had to replace.
If Sony didn't make it, I don't know what it was. So.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Well,
Yeah, most normal people never saw those things.
Was that Panasonic, perhaps?
I don't remember, to be honest with you, but we had one and it was awesome. You could watch, but if you jerked it or moved it, you're screwed.
So
you move the player, you're screwed.
Using the terms jerk and screwed, the innovative companies behind your videos are always going to be the porn industry. So if the porn industry doesn't adopt it, it doesn't get.
That does play a factor.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
It's ironic, but true.
All right, what this is this what I did here is this is the layout for the special extra pages in Hero Book 1. This is the foreground and the background to page 2, which will be a splash page. Oh, wow. Time is just flying by tonight, isn't it? It's almost 8:30. Whew. So I did 2 drawings and a character design, and I'm okay with the character design. I still need to screw with it some more. But I actually have a special project that I need to work on. A friend of mine contacted me about drawing a picture of her puppy dog, and I told her I would. And the worst part is I told her I would almost a year ago. She reminded me recently, says, "Hey, are you going to do that drawing for me?" And I went, yeah, of course. Just send me a picture. And then I scrolled up in the conversation, and she had already sent me a picture. She had given me her updated address to mail her the sketch. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so bad. I feels like such a dork. Oh, Jason, let me show you what else Mike got. Oh, so Avery, you remember that store that we went by, the Brick Buddies, over there by?
Oh no.
The what?
Oh no. Go ahead.
That Brick Buddies store over by the office store. Well, we went back, and Mike went back and really liked the store, and then he and I went back together, and we met the young ladies that run it, and they were very, very nice, and we had a nice long chat, and we were talking about everything from Instagram to...
Are they young ladies or old ladies?
Well, it was a young lady and her daughter, her baby daughter. So when I say young ladies, they're both young. But this is a set that he picked up. That
wow, more crap. Yay.
Well, it's the War of Glory. And it's going to be interesting. And he also picked up 2 other sets that I haven't even looked at yet, called Ninja World, The Road of Heroes. Actually, check this one out.
I can't see anything.
At least you're not saying Ninjango.
No, it says Ninja World, The Road of Heroes.
Yeah, Ninjango.
Ninjango. And Boba Fett. And here's another one. These are just cute little sets. They were like $5. So I look forward to putting these together. Actually, I'm not sure. Mike might want to put these together. What he did, he put together one of the sets, and I told him, I said, you need to do that on camera. And he says, I want to just do it. He doesn't want to do it on camera. And I said, well, then give it to me when you're done with it, and I will take it apart piece by piece, taking photos of it, and then reverse it so that it looks like I'm putting it together piece by piece. So making stop motion videos by going in reverse. We are innovating with every step we take, my friends. Every step we take. Avery, I was, you know how I was working on those different layouts in which I was using 2-point perspective. I thought about taking like a really large sheet of paper and doing a 2-point perspective grid on it and just using it like underneath my light table when I do, and I figured that'd be a heck of a lot easier than having to redraw the damn thing every single time.
Yes.
And I may do a couple of different 2-point perspectives. And I think that'll help me. So I plan to do that when I'm working on this next chapter, because I really, 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 really want to put more effort into the chapter than what I have been putting into. You know, a lot of the stuff I've been doing has been very half-ass and quick, and this is where you're supposed to say, you don't have to tell me.
No, I want to encourage you.
Okay, well, that's the plan.
Cool.
So,
Cool. So when you break out a brush and start doing some inking with a brush.
I did do a little bit, but I am so bad at it. And I know it's practice with it, and you get better, but I did a tree in the background of one of the panels of Hero Chapter 15, and I strictly used the brush, and it just came out so bad. Oh, who the heck's calling me? Oh, it's Mike.
I think we need to do a little workshop, me and you, and I think it might be cool if I ink some pages in this book. You pencil it, I ink it. And color it.
That was Mike. He says hi, guys.
So
he was just calling to let me know he was on his way back home.
Does he not know that it's like your hangouts time?
Yeah, as soon as I said, y'all, Jason and Avery were on the other line, he's like, "Oh gosh," like it's not a big deal, Mike. They're not very, they're not high on my list of priorities, so it's okay. You can interrupt them.
Wait, are you, what? Us?
No, I wasn't talking about you.
Answering calls on stream, yeah, man.
Yeah, I did answer it, but I muted my thing so you didn't hear me talk to him.
Oh yeah.
But then I told you everything I said, so.
Yeah, you tell everybody.
Not everything. Oh. I'm just cleaning up right now. I'm not doing any more drawing tonight. I think. Oh crap! I just realized I didn't know if I stopped recording that video.
I was gonna say, should I remind you when to stop the recording too, or is my job done?
I'm too tired. I've been up since 2:00 this morning.
This is my 26th live stream.
Nice.
Isn't that cool? That's kind of crazy.
I don't know how many I've done.
It's cray.
It's cray. That's right.
You should start using that term.
No, 10 years ago.
Do you know what recent TV series referenced that?
What?
I was asking. Well, I'm also asking Andrew. Does he know?
No, I haven't a clue.
Oh. Jessica Jones season 2?
Oh, that's right. That whole stupid song that
I want your cray.
Yeah, that was really bad.
Yeah, that should be the theme song for
that was a flashback to when that phrase was relevant.
I don't know. I mean, it's just
although
I have that on repeat loop on Spotify, by the way.
Oh God.
It was awful. Like it brought down the whole season.
It was the highlight of the season, actually.
I tell you what, that season made me really like well, I'm not a big Hogarth fan, but I liked the guy. What's his name? The guy that was her associate.
Which one? You're talking about Foggy, or you're talking about the new guy?
Jessica's associate guy, the guy that lives down the hall from her.
Yeah, I forgot his name, but he came into his own.
Yeah, I liked him a lot more after the second season, and I also liked Trish more after the second season.
Well, because she sang "I Want Your Cray Cray."
I
hated her.
That wasn't the reason why I liked her.
I hated her in the second season. I was like, too much of her.
I was okay with it.
I want to see Jessica get drunk and hit shit. Like that's it. Be drunk.
She did that.
Bitch and punch bad people. Punch supervillains. That's it.
Oh, I loved Kilgrave making appearances in the show.
That doesn't do anything for me.
I thought those scenes were hilarious.
Oh, her PTSD flashbacks.
Yes. I every time you see the opening credits and it showed that David Tennant was in the episode, I'm like, yes, that's awesome, cool, bring it on. That's like when I watched Buffy and it would say, what was the guy that played Spike? Anytime his name was listed in the credits, I was like, yes, Spike's in this episode. Love Spike.
He voices Lex Luthor in the DC Universe Online.
Oh, he does. I think he does a lot of voice work nowadays. You don't see him doing much acting, does he?
No, not on screen.
Oh. Ever since he played Piccolo in the Dragon Ball Z movie, I think that was the death of his on-screen acting career.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, I am so glad I don't know the reference.
I actually saw that movie. I did not.
I have not seen that movie, and Piccolo's my boy.
Yeah, I did not see it in the theater, but I did see the movie.
Piccolo is my boy.
I am just so glad I'm a different generation than you guys.
Oh, whatever.
Not really. You're like a
okay.
older.
I am so glad I'm more mature.
Yeah, no, you're not.
I want you, cray. Come on,
See?
let's sing it all together.
See? I've gotten rid of, though, a lot of my collections of stuff. Most of it's gone. All the Star Wars stuff is pretty much gone. Cray.
That should be your, how they have intro, right? And they took that word and made the word outro. That should be your outro music.
All right, this is his picture, by the way.
Whoa! Look at that, Inception.
Avery.
Do that again. Look at that, Inception.
What?
This is him from the movie. He actually doesn't look too bad, but the movie was horrible.
I can't see anything.
Okay, maybe it's okay. Present to everyone. Can you see it now?
No.
Okay. He's full of crap.
And tell me something I don't know.
Yeah, I know. You know how much he likes Taylor Swift.
I'm so glad I have no T Swift music in any of my libraries.
I do.
We know.
I can't remember if I have her first or second album.
You have them all, so why is there a question?
No, I don't have any of them. My daughter had them, and I uploaded them to my music library.
Sure, your daughter. Wink, wink.
Hey, I do have a daughter, okay?
I know, but it was her who bought them. Wink, wink.
Well, I probably bought them for her and added them to my digital library and so forth.
It's okay. It's okay.
All right, let me see what I got here. Do a quick search. Taylor Swift.
Oh, God.
Why is it only bringing up the song from the Sing movie?
Uh-oh.
Motion picture.
Now I can hear stuff again. Okay.
Maybe you performed a purge and removed.
Oh, you know what it was? My backups for my digital music library were in a different format than what Apple accepts in iTunes. So I had to convert everything, but I went file by file converting them, and I didn't finish them all. So
you didn't get to S.
I jumped around because, be quite honest with you, when I was using it to make travel CDs.
Sure.
And
you had to make sure you had the Sing soundtrack and all of the Glee.
yeah, Taylor Swift, Fearless. Yeah, I have that album.
Okay, I can hear people again.
Yeah, I think this is her second album. It's not as good as the first album.
Sure, if you say so.
Yeah, I had to convert stuff to MP3 in order to upload it to iTunes, and I had it. These files are, what are these files? They are Windows audio files. That's why they're WMA files, so they won't work.
Which makes sense because Apple doesn't play well with Windows.
Why didn't I? Well, yeah, my old computer was a Windows computer, so that's why everything was in the Windows thing. But why did I stop doing this? I don't know why I didn't finish. I got Shania Twain, Sheryl Crow, Simon and Garfunkel, Skid Row, Starship, Sugarland. Michael's all-time favorite, Tales from the Crypt. Have Yourself a Scary Little Christmas Album. He loves that album. What do I have in soundtracks? 50 First Dates, a chorus line,
Excellent soundtrack.
The original Broadway cast, Anastasia, Cars.
What's your favorite album of all time?
What's my favorite album of all time?
Favorite album.
I'm sure I can find one in here that I really like, but I don't know what would be my all-time favorite.
Jason?
Heartbreak Edition.
Oh, I know what my favorite album is. The 2007 soundtrack to Hairspray.
Oh, okay.
Which I have in here. Footloose, Go,
Jeez.
Ice Princess, Lion King 2, Mortal Kombat, Pretty Woman, Pulp Fiction.
I have the Kombat soundtrack.
Sleepless in Seattle. I don't think I've ever heard that soundtrack. Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. The Bodyguard, The Crow.
You have wretched taste in music. Except
Prince of Egypt, The Sopranos. I actually have the soundtrack for The Sopranos. I have the original cartoon Transformers movie as well as the Transformers movies from 2007. And of course, Top Gun. Those are my soundtracks that I have.
You don't happen to have the soundtrack to, let me make sure I asked this correctly. I think it's the third or maybe fourth Transformers movie.
No, I just have the first one.
Okay.
I think that's because Dave lent it to me.
Because the soundtrack for Age of Extinction is not in print, so it's not available through iTunes or Spotify.
Really?
It's what's out there is rare.
So
that's one of the soundtracks. If I ever go some places like convention or Second or Charles or any place that has used CDs, that's one of the ones I'm looking for.
Okay.
Yeah, Age of Extinction, better known as the first Mark Wahlberg Transformers movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a very valid distinction there.
Yes. And then I want to say there's some other soundtracks that I'm on the hunt for, but that's one I'm always looking for. Let's see. Nope, got all those. All those.
Oh, man.
Okay.
What was that noise?
Hey, why do I show 2 Averys on here?
I left and rejoined,
Oh, okay.
and I guess it's saying that I'm still there.
You can't you cannot figure this Google Hangout crap up. All right, listen, guys, I'm going to wrap up the live broadcast. If you guys want to stick around and chit chat a little bit afterwards, we can. But I'm going to go ahead and cut the live stream now. Thanks everybody who watched. I don't think anybody else is out there, but that's okay. You can always watch this later and watch us draw and listen to us chit chat. And we actually didn't get vulgar or anything this time, which is really sad because, you know, oh well. Thanks for checking in, everybody. Appreciate you hanging out with us.